Hey, life group leaders, I have an important announcement for you guys. The elder directors and the leadership team at CCOF have decided not to reopen the building for in-person services on Sundays on July 12th, like the plan was. It just doesn't seem feasible at the moment. As Chris pointed out in an internal email to the staff today, that doesn't mean we're not open. The church has always been open because the church is people. We are the church. And just because we can't gather together for in-person services on a Sunday doesn't mean we can't be the church together. I'd love for you guys as life group leaders, as leaders in this community, to start thinking through how can I engage my life group in the church and being the church together in this season as we've continued to put off when we can meet together in person. By the way, that date of when we are going to meet together is yet to be determined. That's still out there in the distance. So in the meantime, let's be leaders. Let's ask ourselves, how can I get, as you know, the early church didn't have a building. In Acts 2:42, they say the early church devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread, and to prayer. So what does it look like to be the church together with your life group in this season? How can we devote ourselves to the apostles' teaching? In this case, maybe that looks like gathering your life group to watch a service together on a Sunday morning or at another time. Like you can watch it later. It doesn't have to be in person because online. That's the whole point. Maybe it looks like doing a Bible study together. Maybe it looks like what we just did with Acts as a church doing with your life group right now. I'd love it if you guys would consider opening your homes to people or having one of your life group members open your home on a Sunday to watch to watch a service together. What does it look like to devote ourselves to fellowship? Let's see what it looks like to encourage our life group members to reach out to each other, to be the body of Christ together, to be community together in this season. I know my life group, that looks like actually the fellowship, and the next one is the breaking of bread. My life group is having a barbecue together outside, COVID safe, all of that. Next week. I am not the life group leader. I love that my life group leader plans these things and I get to show up. It's great. But that's devoting ourselves to fellowship with each other and the breaking of bread, eating together. I love that the early church devoted themselves to that. It's my favorite thing. Let's break some bread together. And to prayer. What does it look like to devote ourselves to prayer together in this time? If you don't know what that could look like, I have exactly 4.7 million ideas, and I'd love to share them with you, but I won't in this video. But let me know if you have any thoughts, comments, questions on any of this, or on what it looks like to be the church together in this season. Like I said, we will not be opening for in-person services on July 12th, but we will be asking you guys to be the church together with your life groups, whatever that looks like to you. We're not going to mandate it. We're not going to ask you to report it, but I'd love for you to think of that as maybe part of what God is calling you to in this season as He's called you to lead your life group. I'd love feedback. Again, Elizabeth at ccof.church as always. And you guys have my phone number, so feel free to reach out in any way you want, even on Facebook. We have our Facebook. I'm posting this in our CCOF Life Group Leaders Facebook group, and I'm also going to email this to you. So however you want to reach out, please let me know what you think about this, how I can support you, what this can look like. Thanks, guys.